What's going on YouTube? JT is Reborn here, and welcome back to another edition to my Godzilla and Marvel comic book reviews. We are once again back to talk about Godzilla Destroys the Marvel Universe, issue number 3 of 5. And once again, another really fun comic book, just seeing Godzilla just really irritate the Marvel Universe, whether it's a hero or villain, or characters in between. It doesn't matter who. He's giving everyone a hard time, and the opening of the comic book is pretty funny too. Like this is to me what comic books are kind of like. The joy of comics is to get a storyline like this. We get to see all sorts of characters we enjoy, whether it's like a Godzilla themed character or a Marvel themed character, and just get them to interact off each other, play around, have some fun with the concept, and not take itself way too seriously, but just have a good time. That's where I'm at with Godzilla Destroys the Marvel Universe. So at the end of the last issue, Doctor Strange had no choice but to throw Godzilla into the astral plane, and this is pretty funny. He comes across Dormammu. Remember Doctor Strange? Dormammu, I've come to bargain. And when Dormammu faces off against Godzilla, Godzilla basically just bullies the hell out of him on a continuous basis to the point where Dormammu just can't take it anymore. So he's like, fuck you, Doctor Strange. I'm Godzilla. You're unleashed in the city of, what is it? Island nation of Madripoor. So curse you, Strange. This is war. I just love the idea of Dormammu just being continuously bullied by Godzilla in the astral plane. I think that's genuinely like pretty funny. What does it make me think? It makes me think of, this is a strange connection, but the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie when Goku and Vegeta have to teleport away to learn the fusion thing, and they're like, have fun, Frieza! And the Frieza's like, wait, what? And then just gets his ass beat by Broly for like hours on end. I don't know, just the concept of an all-powerful like villain just getting the shit beaten out of them on a continuous basis for like hours is genuinely pretty funny to me. So Wolverine sees this, and so the X-Men are involved to try and stop this thing. I mean, they tried New York, the Fantastic Four, and that got launched into a different plane of reality, it seems. Wolverine tries to do his thing. Professor Xavier tries to reason with Godzilla. It's not working. Magneto shows up and just kind of uses Wolverine to kind of drill through Godzilla, and Godzilla basically just kind of spits him out of sorts through his chest, and that didn't go so well for Wolverine. And he even unleashes his atomic breath on Magneto, and that shield is just not lasting too well, and he's like, screw this, I can't do anymore. Meanwhile, in Wakanda, T'Challa and that is trying to Shuri, they're trying to build some sort of almost like mechanized armor for somebody to kind of face off against Godzilla with using vibranium in that, because it seemed to have some sort of was it vibranium that seemed to have some sort of effect on Godzilla, utilizing Banner and that too. So yeah, they're trying to build something to use as like weaponry against Godzilla. So Godzilla's still whooping ass, doesn't matter who it is. Cyclops does his thing. Godzilla sneezes, which is fun. Xavier tries to reason with him. It doesn't go so well. The artwork in this thing is pretty fantastic too, and the characters just pop right off the page. The action is pretty creative. Gambit using giant-sized cards. Xavier realizes he can't do anything with Godzilla, so they try and push him towards Wakanda because that's at their request. And we end the issue with Dr. Banner, and it looks like he's going to Hulk up to giant size using some of the pin particles and these giant-sized weapons to face off against Godzilla. So we're going to get Hulk versus Godzilla once again. So eat your heart out, death battle. We'll see who the real winner is. And if Godzilla beats Hulk in this thing, then Death Battle is going to have to rescind its offer or change the storyline. But again, it just depends on who the writer is. So this one was written by Gary Dugan, however you want to pronounce it, with artists by Paco Medina and Xavier Guerin. This is just a fun comic book to me. So as somebody who loves the Marvel Universe and loves Godzilla, this is a very entertaining combination. And as a Godzilla fan, we're pretty spoiled in terms of comic books in recent years. We got like Godzilla facing off against Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles coming up soon. Would have liked if Gamera could factor into that somehow, but I don't know if they'll be able to pull that off. But he's crossed over with Power Rangers, facing off against the Justice League with Kong there too. And this Godzilla is facing off against the Marvel Universe, and we're getting all sorts of creative crossovers in that too. I'm sure I'm probably missing something. Yeah, like in IDW, they did the crazy crossover with all those literary characters and such. Godzilla's just crossing over with everybody in some sort of capacity, whether that's movies, well, not so much anime. Well, actually, yes, in animation, if you count that Shinkelian movie where it was him and Miku and Evangelion characters and stuff. So, yeah, Godzilla's crossed over with all sorts of different characters in recent memory, and it's fun to showcase his powers. It's fun to watch him just bully some of the villains in that and just kind of create a frustrating time for everybody. Wolverine is just so pissed off in this thing, too, just had enough, and the way he snaps at Magneto for basically using him as like a human drill to kind of drill through Godzilla's body and such. That was pretty great, and I like the use of Gambit finding these like giant cards to utilize and stuff too, and everyone's just trying to think of different situations. Like, it's a way to kind of bring heroes and villains together to unite against a common goal, but it's also a funny way to watch different characters get bullied, and Dormammu getting bullied is very entertaining, and I'm all for kind of more of it happening. Here, let's send it back into the Astral Fright. Oh shit, no. But yeah, all things considered, I'm really enjoying Godzilla Destroys the Marvel Universe. I don't know if they're going to be doing any more after this series ends, but I certainly hope so. We've had Godzilla versus all sorts of different characters, but the Godzilla Destroys the Marvel Universe is the one I've enjoyed the most, mainly because it's had a few issues to kind of build off of some things, but it's been very entertaining from start to finish, and I'm looking forward to seeing where we end up with the next few issues. I don't know if that's going to be it after they wrap this thing up with these 2 remaining issues, I think, but hopefully they work out some sort of deal where we can do some more stuff with Godzilla and the Marvel characters, because I'd like to see them cross over that. I got a sequel to Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong, so that was pretty cool too. And then, of course, IDW is also doing the Turtles crossovers as well, so that'll be fun and exciting. And they've also done Power Rangers too. Like, my goodness, it's just all my different favorite things kind of coming together in some sort of capacity. It's just it's a pretty good time overall. But yep, that's going to wrap it up for this video, as well as the comic book videos for this week. My goodness, I felt like I did a lot in these last 2 days, but I wanted to finish with probably like my favorite of the bunch, because like I said, I love Godzilla, as most of you probably know at this point who are subscribed to this channel. So any chance I can talk about something related to the character and a fun concept of seeing something we don't see every day, which is him and the Marvel characters. Yes, they had those crossover, or the stuff way back in the 70s or 80s or whatever it was, with the old school Marvel, but Godzilla didn't really look like he does here. It was a bit of a different design and powers and such, but here it's utilized in a much more fun, entertaining concept. So yeah, good stuff all around, and big thumbs up for me. So anyways, that's it. No more comic book videos for the rest of the week, to my knowledge. I think that should cover them. Be sure to come back next time as we talk about, well, who knows? I don't know what my next video will be. Maybe an after the movie sometime this weekend. I'll have to wait and see. It'll come to me at some point. But yeah, until next week at least. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. All the other fun stuff. More stuff on the way. As always, take care now. Bye-bye then, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.